Today we're installing counter flash on the garage. There's two types of flashing, sub-flashing and counter flashing. Sub-flashing is the workhorse of the flashing, whether it be under your roofing or siding, and the counter flash protects that. Here you see step flashing under the wood shake and up the wall that's been tarred off. The tar cracked, making it vulnerable to roof leaks. We will be cutting a groove or a reglet through that stone to put our counter flashing in. Once that's sealed off with a quality caulk on a nice bevel, it'll seal off the sub-flashing. Right here is a piece of copper. I have it marked 6 inches. I'm going to be using my shears. Whenever you work around copper, if you don't want to see handprints from the oils in your hands, you should always wear gloves. Out of that 6-inch goods, I'm going to bend roughly 1 inch to 1.25 inches on a 90-degree angle or on a slight bevel. That's going to go in the wall. That's going to be my reglet bend. On the bottom of that, I want to see 3/4 of an inch bent on an angle. That's my kicker. That bevel cut or angle cut, or a bend I should say, will kick the water or divert the water away from the flashings and just give the metal strength with copper and an overall better appearance. You have to be careful with copper. Copper is very sharp. Even though with all my years and experience working around it, I got a little cut on my finger today. It's so sharp, you don't even know it until you start bleeding. Here you get a better illustration of the step flashing and the reglet that I'm talking about. This is wet wood shake. It's mossy. It's very slippery. You'll notice we have a roof jack set up for protection. It's not very high. It's about 8-9 feet off the ground, but you got to be safe. We first remove the downspout out of the way to make room to cut our reglet. When you work with a diamond wheel and cut a reglet, it creates a lot of dust. You have to blow or clean that dust out. I find blower is the best way to do it. It clears that reglet groove out. If I were to caulk to this wall with all that dust on there, how well would the caulk adhere to the wall? Not very good. Not for long. You could fake it. It might look okay, but it will have issues later. Quality caulks don't like moisture or water in any form. So I find this to be the best way to clear the roof and get it ready. I lay the piece of metal on the roof. After it's bent, I take a pencil, marker, or some scraping implement. I scrape it in place after bending it. This way there could be no mistaking of where this reglet goes. Once I do that, I take my time. I sometimes score it to get a nice better mark to go along. Or most of the time I just take my time and cut as deep as I can. Thank you. Have a good day.